Well, my grandfather was a tiny landlord. Was considered after liberation was considered to be a bad guy. So I know how tough it was when I was a kid. I went to the Hangzhou Hotel, now called Hangzhou Shangri-La Hotel, because that was the hotel can receive the foreign visitors. So every morning for 9 years, I showed them around as a free guide. They taught me English. And I think that changed me. Today, I'm 100% made in China. I've never got a one-day train outside China. And when people talk to me, say, Jack, how can you speak English like that? Why sometimes you talk like an Western guys? I think that was the 9 years. These Western tourists opened my mind because everything they told me are so different from the things I learned from the schools and from my parents. So now I have a habit. Whatever I see, whatever I read, I use my mind. Think about for 2 minutes.
You tried to get into 3 colleges.
I tried. There's an examination that young people, if you want to go to university, you have to take the examinations. So I failed 3 times.
Okay.
But a lot of fail. I failed for funny things that I failed a key primary school test for 2 times. And I failed 3 times for the middle schools. You will never believe in Hangzhou, my city, there's only 1 middle school that lasts only 1 year. It was changed from primary school to middle school because our graduates of our school, no middle school accept us because we were too bad. Yeah. They would become a middle school.
What effect did it have, though, being rejected?
Well, I think we have to get used to it. We're not that good. Even today, we still have a lot of people reject us. When I graduated from universities, and before for 3 years, I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. So to me, being turned down, rejected. Oh, by the way, I told you that I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. I know I'll be rejected. I just don't want to say that.
Yeah, sorry now. 10 times you wrote them and said, I'd like to come to Harvard.
Yeah, and then I told myself someday I should go teach there, buddy.
I think that can be arranged.
I went back to China with the Seattle dream of the internet. I believe this thing is going to change the world. I believe this thing will be big. But whether whether Jack Ma and his team can be successful, I don't know. I told the team somebody will be successful, but may not be us. We have to work very hard. So it were tough days in China, year 1996, 1997, and we go nowhere because I borrowed $2,000 from my friends and families and relatives together. But we compete with China Telecom. They have money, they have the amount SOE, they're state-owned business, they compete with us. Finally, they cannot kill us because we want to survive. And we, of course, cannot kill China Telecom. So we had a joint venture. They have a 70%, we have 30%. And I was so stupid. I think they really love us. But they got us because they want to kill us. 7 boss seats, they have a 5, we got a 2. Everything, without even say our idea, say we don't like it. So I said, maybe I should go to Beijing, join the government. Maybe they can help us promoting the internet. So we went to Beijing, joined the MOFTEC, Ministry of Foreign Trade, as a part-time job, contract for 14 months. Working inside, I found government can never, ever promote the internet, make internet business. Because the philosophy of internet is try to develop, how to make other people develop the business. But the government, they want to control at that time. So it's a totally different philosophy. They are smart, they're good people, but they think, how can I make it using internet to manage and control? But we think we should not control, making other people develop. So different philosophy, I think it won't work, so I left. And then during these days, I met Jerry Yang. And then I think, well, no chance in the government, no chance in that, and then I believe we should not give up. So I was in a desperate and think a lot. I said, let's go do it again. So we went back to Hangzhou. I invited the 18 my students and friends in my apartment. Year 1999, February 21st. We took the video. I was talking about the future. People look at me, these guys crazy.
把大家请过来，跟大家共同探讨以后至少5年、10年我们要做的事情。那么阿里巴巴我们将做成怎么样？所有的竞争对手不在于中国，而在于美国的硅谷。如果说第一，我们把阿里巴巴定位，就把它作为国际站点，我们不要把它定位是国内站点。第二个呢，硅谷人的一种拼劲。如果说我们是早上8点钟下班，5点8点钟上班，5点钟下班，这个不是搞高科。我们有这种精神，反正我上下班了 ，OK， 赶紧去其他地方。人家美国人强就强他的硬件，强就强他的，但是玩信息玩软的，中国人的脑袋绝不比人家差。我们在座的所有的人的脑袋绝不比任何人差，这就是我们敢跟美国人斗的劲。如果我们是好的 team， 好的团队，我们自己知道，我相信我们是可以以一当五，这个梦不会破，这个泡沫不会破。我们为后面的3、5年所付出的代价是非常惨重，只有这样的惨重的代价，才会赢得我们未来的取得的成功。那么，目标是2002年，阿里巴巴上市。
But most people cannot find jobs. So say, well, if you have an idea, let's do it. And then, well, good thing is that we keep all the video. Our company probably kept the most of the videos. And most of the companies. Yeah. Every meeting we had in the past 16 years, we videotaped because we know everything, every mistake we made, every decision made in the future, we will give our young people to study us. We're going to open in every 10 years. So 1999, we started the business. And people ask, why not Beijing, Shanghai, why Hangzhou? Back then, Hangzhou is nowhere. And I think at that time, Nokia was so good at that time. And I said, guys, where's Nokia? It's a thing that some small island headquarters there. It's not where you are. I don't see it. It's where your heart is, where your vision is. So we said, Beijing, they love SOE, state-owned business. Shanghai, they love multinational companies. IBM, Microsoft, they embrace you. Startup, entrepreneur, forget it, right? So I said, if in Beijing, we're nobody. In Shanghai, we're nobody. If we go back to Hangzhou, we're the only child of the local family. So we started. People don't like it. So many people I talked to at that time for Alipay, they say, this is the stupidest idea you have ever got. But I say, I don't wear the stupid clever as long as people use it. Now we have 800 million people using this Alipay. I'm very thankful for all the investors because 1999, year 2000, and even at the Yahoo time, a lot of people say this Jack is crazy. He's doing something that we don't understand. A lot of venture capitalists give you money because there is such an American model already there. But they say, Alibaba, we don't see this kind of model, right?
They say Jack's crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy guy. I mean, I remember my first time in Time magazine, they call me Crazy Jack. I think crazy is good. We are crazy, but we're not stupid. If everybody agree with me, if everybody believe our idea is good, we have no chance.
You love Forrest Gump.
I love Forrest Gump.
Well, why do you like him?
Simple, never give up. People thinking he's dumb, but he knows what he's doing. And I was very depressed the day, year 2002 or 3 in the States, when no, a bit earlier than that. I was very depressed when I could not find out a way for the internet. And then I watched the movie in my friend's home, Forrest Gump. When I see him, I think, this is the guy we should learn from. Believe what you're doing, love it, whether people like it, don't like it, be simple. And like the word, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you can get, right? I never know I would be here talking to you and talking to Charlie Rose. I never know. But today I made it. I told my people in my apartment 15 years ago, guys, we have to work hard, not for ourselves. If we can be successful, 80% of the young people in China can be successful. We don't have a rich father, powerful uncle. We don't have $1 from bank, 1 cent from government. Just work as a team.
So what do you worry about?
I worry about it today. Young people, a lot of young people lose hope, lose vision, and start to complain. Because we also have the same period. Because when it's not a good feeling being rejected by so many people. We also depressed, but at least later we find that the world has a lot of opportunity. How you see the world, how you catch the opportunity. So, in the Hollywood gives me a lot of inspiration. Do you want your husband to be a rich person, or you want your husband to be a respected person? She said, of course respected, because she never believed, and I don't believe we'll be rich people. We just want to survive. And tell them that if Jack, I don't think in this world there are a lot of people be rejected more than 30 times. If we, the only thing we never give up, the only thing we're like a Forrest Gump, we keep on fight. We keep on change ourselves. We don't complain. Whether you were successful or not successful, I find that people, when they finish the job, if they make the mistake, if they fail, if they always complain the others, this guy will never come back. If the guy only check himself, yeah, something wrong with me here, something wrong with me there, this guy has a hope. I'm a lucky guy. I would say whether I'm the luckiest guy or unluckiest guy in the world. Unluckiest because I go nowhere. I don't have a privacy. I never thought I could be like that, and people say ugly looking, but I think I'm a unique looking person. Right? People
But
remember
nobody
me.
will call you handsome. I know that. So
You have a terrible view of judgment. So with my background, my family background, with my education background, I would be like -2 or -3 if this is 0. Honestly, because I know who I am from my father, my mother, and my aunts. Nobody in my family that is like a government officer, a business leader. That is why in the past 20 years, we never got even 1 cent from government, 1 cent from the China banks. Because you don't have any guanxi, right? So that you just have to do from scratches. And with no matter how hard I work, I probably like a 2 or 3 if there's a 10, 2 or 3, that's my top. But today I'm like a 6. So the 4 difference, that does not belong to me. That's not me. So people think, Jack, you're so good. No, I'm not that good. But people say you're the bad. No, I'm not that bad, right? Well, our model helps those nations have the small business. If you have a lot of small business, if you have a poor infrastructure of commerce. The reason why China e-commerce grow faster than American, because the American infrastructure of commerce was so good. You have a Walmart, Kmart, whatever mart everywhere. Because they don't need it. They do. But for us, we don't have that. So when internet comes, we become the main infrastructure. So I said, in America, e-commerce is a dessert. We in China, we are main course. This is why those nations, if your commerce infrastructure is bad, internet e-commerce will be good. And for internet financing, same thing. America, you don't have internet financing, guys. You don't. We China have. Why? Because our financial system in China is too bad. When it is too bad, it's the opportunity. Now China rural areas, we go to the rural helping the villages. Villages, 10 years ago, no chance because people don't use PC. Too complicated to use PC. Today, everybody have a mobile phone. So villagers, e-commerce, internet grows so fast. This is why maybe Indian country like Egypt, those with good population, poor infrastructure, young people, your nation has a great young people, it's a great opportunity. When you have young people, it's growth. But don't mean you have old people bad, but young people, they are the changer, they're the shapers of tomorrow.